the fastest way to kill your growth. It's a simple fix, and it's definitely not what you think. My name's Al Ray, and if you're someone who's interested in living your best life and becoming the best version of yourself, then definitely consider giving this channel a subscribe. I post videos daily. If you tap that notification bell, you'll be notified and you can watch them whenever convenient. Okay, so let's dive in. That number one thing killing your growth. Well, I tell you, this was the number one thing for me and the kind of person that I am. And I figured this is probably the number one thing for a lot of people out there. Maybe not all, but definitely a lot of people out there. And no, this isn't, I'm not going to speak about being lazy or anything like that. This is simply the way you view your progress, the way you treat yourself, and what you look for. So simply put, I'll give you an example, right? So whenever I would try and accomplish a task, stick to a routine, become this person that I'm trying to become, and I would fall off, or I wouldn't be able to complete the task to my expectations, I'll beat myself up so badly about this. Or let's say I tried a new venture and things went south, or they're not going as planned, and all I would focus on is everything that's going wrong, or everything that I did not do up to par. I'd be such a perfectionist that I would not even take time to celebrate the little wins that I made, or the little things that I did do, the little things that I did follow through with. I was so obsessed with being perfect and getting everything right so that I could achieve whatever my goal was, that I was blinded by any progress, and I was just so hard on myself that it sort of took away my motivation. It sort of demotivated me. Now, as soon as I could learn to treat myself better, to firstly look for the ways and the times that I am doing good, for the little wins, trying to find those little wins and just becoming more aware of them. Now, this, don't get me wrong, this is not BSing yourself into, hey, I'm doing a good job and I'm trying. No, but this is definitely, if you're one of those people who just fixate on the losses, or fixate on the things that didn't work, and just totally ignore everything else that you did right, then this is definitely for you. Don't ignore that. Rather, what I found now that I've switched my approach is that I can spot my wins throughout the week, and that motivates me, that pushes me, that sort of reinforces that, hey, this is the kind of person that I am, and therefore the decisions that I make are more in tune, more aligned with being that person. Whereas when I was looking at all the things I was doing wrong, like, but this kind of person that I want to be does this, and that, and I'm not able to do that. So it was frustrating. I'm not this kind of person. I won't be able to get to this goal if I can't do that. And then you go into analysis paralysis, because you're just trying to see, okay, so what's the best technique, or the best way, or, the best strategy for me to become this person, for me to get to that goal, whatever it may be. And then I stop taking action, and I just start absorbing information. And then what happens? Obviously, things get worse. If you're not taking action, you're moving backwards no matter how much you're learning. And then that demotivates you, because you realize that. And then it's a spiraling effect. So as soon as I learned to switch it up, look for the wins, accept any losses that I do get. I mean, be self-aware enough that you can see the loss, of course. Don't be blinded. But don't be blinded by the small wins. Notice the small wins. And when you have the losses, celebrate them, because this was just an opportunity that you learned. It was just a lesson learned. It was just the next step within your growth process. So that's my tip for today. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. And if you want to see more content like this, then of course, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. And as always, I'll see you guys tomorrow.